Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is Adelas, Blackmorn / Trollian, here with a video I probably promised last video. I don't really know. It was an Olaf one, an aggressive one. So here I am with an aggressive jungle video. I advise you right now, it's not pretty, not at all. I'm here with Riversidee as usual. None of the usual team like Mr. Ductus or Fancat. I think this was a normal queue. I merely picked up Olaf because I had too many tank junglers. So it's an AP Tristana mid with for us and a Cockmore and Tarek bot. So I'm just running around my blue for the while, and I don't really, even though I say that I'm doing aggressive jungling, it's not really aggressive. I don't really counter jungle or anything, but I do end up getting a decent score for someone with absolutely no CC whatsoever, apart from a strong slow on his axe. So run through my jungle and gonna get my raves here, and now I notice here on my blue that my red is going down. So I find the opponent Darius. I duel him. He loses his flash, and there's a first blood for me. You really shouldn't counter jungle someone as strong as me, especially not in low levels. Olaf is a really strong duelist in the lower levels, as one might say. Darius is decent as well, but not quite as strong with a slow or anything like that. A range slow, that is, which Olaf does have. So I'm heading top. Riversidee is up against a Teemo, whom he doesn't like. I'm standing here just waiting for something to react. Nothing reacts. And suddenly, Teemo's gone. I was a bit too late. We tried to dive him, which ends up getting us both killed, if I remember correctly. Nope, Riversidee got the kill. That's and in the chat you should see buff transfer complete. No, it's not in the chat. But yes, buff transfer complete. I had the double buff, and I get a little bit of FPS likely there, and I gave it to. I killed the Teemo killed me, and Riverside killed him, and thus giving the thing. So there's Darius trying to counter jungle me. Still, I use the axes on him, pick them up. I have very little mana, so I pop my ghost. An attempt to actually get it. I get him, so my score is pretty decent now. I'm going to make some reckless tower dives, though I may on what's in the video. So Darius doesn't like me because he can counter jungle. Darius pretty decent jungler, but not really the best. It's pretty like Olaf, can carry if he gets fed. So Caitlyn is out of place. I don't think we're going to get her this time. But she flashes away, uses her E. I have my Murderous Razors, which is a good start for an Olaf. So Tristana gets ganked, and the Viking goes in and bursts the hell out of me. That's going to be the theme of this video. Viking is going to burst the shit out of me, and it's not really going to help me much. So an early Wiggles Lantern at level 7. I should probably have focused on better boots, because I'm going to find that mobility is going to be my friend in this game. I always find the lack of my mobility boots to be very disturbing. So I vote for my teammate, for Riverside, because I only really care about him right now. I do care about Tristana, of course. Oh, and I catch who is his name? Darius at his raves. I run at him. Don't really use my ghost, but I still run at him nonetheless. Use my wiggles towards the river right there. Counter jungle his stuff, and I'm out of here, out of there. So going in, trying to get Timo. Don't really pick up my axe, so I can't slow him any further. But he gets slowed, so I'm good for that. So Timo tries to engage on me. He can't. I go in middle. And go in middle right here, and I make the mistake of running right into Vigar's thing, getting bursted down, and Tristana is jumping right down to something and using her ult. Locks misses her laser, which is great, so she doesn't get a lot of kills. I instantly buy a null magic mantle because I realize that Vigar is going to hurt like hell. Or Vega, some call him. His farm isn't all that great, but he's still pretty good. So I engage on them, use my ult to get Vega. Darius tries to fight me. I try to run. Buff transfer complete. That's not very great for me. That Darius gets the double buff. So, but still short game, but very a lot of kills by now. So whoa, and that was a bit of lag right there. That was my bad. Well, not my bad, but I'm just speeding through there, and my computer is pretty overheated right now. I have a tendency of recording this very late in the evening because it's pretty great for me. So the good thing about going without what's his name, Fancat in the lane or in middle is the advantage of that is that you get your waves, so that's great. I should really have pushed the lane there, got all that farm, good farm. We like the farm. We get a cage. I ward the dragon with my wiggles. I have my Mercury threads now, so I can take a stun if I so desire from Vega. I rush to my blue, realizing that Tristana has a double buff from Vega, so I'm really taking this blue for myself. And I run off, try to gank top. So we catch Darius, slow the hell out of him. He uses his flash right into Riverside. He pulls us up there. I try to go in on Timo, but realize that he is very strong. So AP Tristana uses her thing, and the double buff disappears into nothing. So that's alright, I guess. We got 2 kills out of that, with one shut down. Or no, yeah, this is a shutdown. So we're going Vega again. We kill him. Although I'm getting bursted as shit. I think I see Darius there, and I pop my ghost, run like hell because I don't really like that ultimate, and just to secure the double buffs. So Riverside is now going to get into a fight, which he's unfortunately going to lose, I think. No, he's not. I use my axe, possibly at a bad moment. Timo tries to kill me with his poison. He doesn't get the chance. Riverside getting the kill on Timo before I throw my axe in desperate attempt. I don't want to tar him with this slow health because I know that Darius has his ult. So I'm just staying here, looking if I can pull up another axe, which I can't. So I end up going to recall. I pull up my brutalizer because my passive on my ultimate gives me armor penetration. I saw this on Odd One's stream to get as much armor penetration as possible to get a last whisper as well. So we're we have double as much kills as them, probably as much farm, but don't really know. So we catch her name? Caitlyn. Tristana goes in, shoots a bit, and Cockmore gets her killed. So I tanked too many tower shots, run out of range as Cockmore uses his heal, and I just run away. Vega is there. There's nothing I can do. I just throw my axe at random, trying to get anyone with the slow. Anyone, anything. But I don't get anything. So Darius is going in, trying to get a kill on Tarek, though he's going to fail. So, running through the jungle again. Top is getting... Riverside is doing pretty great, actually. His 5-1-2 score, which with a pretty decent farm. We're nearly 20 minutes in. It's not going to be a 20-minute surrender. So we go on, engage on Vega, and Darius is probably going to ult me now. Yep, he is. Even though the massive burst from AP Tristana, I'm still going to die with the minions. Minions OP. So Tristana trying to run from the Teemo. Riverside going in, or Riversidee, as his name probably suggests, because he has two E's in his name instead of just Riverside. But I like to pronounce it as Riverside. So Darius taking his blue. I would like to have killed him right there at his blue because he's very low health. If LOL replay is decent with that. I run through. Swain is getting the blue for himself. Riverside is really going to need those blues to a ward there as an instinct. We jump on what's his name, Vega. I use my ult, but Tristana's E picks it up. God damn that ignite there. So I use my ghost there, getting my red, the second red from him. So we go after the Teemo. However, the snare misses from Riverside, so that's not very good. Just standing here in this brush, trying to kill the Caitlyn, but I can't. The axe misses. So we're going to get the dragon. Since we're too weak for dragon baron right now. Or not weak, but right. You know what I mean. So we run in, trying to get a few kills. However, we can't. Nobody really overextends. So there's an engagement. Darius being Darius and dunking everyone. Dunk City everyone. So I slow harass a bit with my axe. Tristana tries to be a man in a moment. Wants to get the double buff from the Vega. And I think she's going to get it, but I throw my axes. It doesn't really do anything. Olaf is very mana dependent. My mana is constantly down. I think I should try this out with Fancat in middle as Mordekaiser, because Mordekaiser doesn't really need the blue all that much. So I can get the blue all for myself, so I can spam those axes. So Tristana is going to be a man in a moment. Jump right on to Vega, ulting him, and fortunately enough for us, Lux gets the kill and the double buff. So it could have been worse. It could have been the Caitlyn or the Darius. As you can hear, the double buff is very important to me. So I'm passing through my jungle. I don't have enough mana to spare for Q spam, so I'm going to run through with spell vamp and E. Now Riverside really wanting to give me his masteries so people can know it. It's 2109 grabbing utility masteries and such. So we got someone right there. We got the Vega, who were too cocky and engaged on us. I run through, trying to get Darius. I get him, but I'll die as a result. So that'll be a double kill for him. That's not very good. But at least I got a kill. That's the problem with me and carry junglers. I get focused on, oh, now I need to carry my team. Because I don't really have any team fight presence on Olaf except for the slow. And possibly my ultimate, which I don't use at the proper times. Or I just get busted down. Always. So my ult really gives me a lot of durability when it's active. But I don't activate it a lot of times. So Riverside having the double buff, just running around, and now the surrender. So as you can see, my final score with Olaf was not very great. It was not positive nor negative, but it was a bit in between, I think. So I'm just going to stay with my tanky junglers, my supportive junglers, which I'm going to do because one of the latest game I've had with Olaf didn't really go that well. It was a mirror jungle, me against another Olaf, so that didn't go that well. I will not upload that, just saying. But I will possibly upload some clips from people Riverside or Fancat who's going to fail miserably at what they do best, getting kills and carrying teams. But that's me done for tonight, or this video. So until then, in the words of Riverside, don't feed kids. Or well, remember, don't feed kids.